Excuse me, ladies. You, get lost on the way to the beauty pageant?
We're already out for a drink. Maybe heading to work somewhere in town?
Oh, we're just two girls bar hopping by our lonesome. Isn't that right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, in that case, why don't you roll with us? I know a great place. You could drink all you want.
Wow, you guys loaded or something? We can throw 'em back, you know. You sure?
Hell yeah! There's a place my buddy runs. He'll be thrilled to see some ladies like you.
You wouldn't happen to know any of them, would you? You seem like you'd be popular enough.
RK! Of course we know him. Why? You ladies about that thug life?
Well, I've heard RK boys know how to show a lady a good time. Things like they party like there's no tomorrow and spare no expense on fun.
But Saori-chan, why limit yourself to RK? I think these boys are plenty attractive.
I'm starting to think we were meant for each other.
Oh? What makes you say that?
Wait, don't tell me you're...
Not supposed to be blurting it out, but yeah. We're RK. And pretty high up, too.
Shoot. RK wouldn't be what it is now without us. Never thought it'd get this big either.
RK has Kamurocho pretty much wrapped around its finger now, huh?
Just about. The time of the Yakuza laying down the law is over. All that respect and chivalry shit. Dead, like all the old legends. Now the underground world is a jungle. And winning the fight's all that matters.
Wow, must be hard. But I think that's hot.
That reminds me. Weren't you RK guys looking for someone recently? A man who disappeared a few years ago?
Oh yeah, him. We were looking for this dude who ran a girls' bar.
See? I knew you guys would know what that's about.
Oh well. 5 years ago, he suddenly disappeared. But that's not even news in Kamurocho.
That's so crazy, though. What happened to him? You ever end up finding the guy?
Nah, didn't work out. No surprise, he was just a punk anyway. Name was Kawhi. Way I heard it, some of his old friends rolled up on him one night. My guess is, it was trouble from another town catching up to him. Anyway, they argue for a bit, and it ends with the guy getting shoved into a van. And that's the last time anyone saw the dude.
Whoa, what do you think happened?
I'm thinking they bumped him off. If he was still breathing, he'd be back by now. I heard he never even picked up his final paycheck. My guess, he's fish food now. Or they buried him on some remote-ass mountain.
You have any idea who would have done that to him?
Don't know. They say it was 10 or so people. Young, both men and women. Doesn't sound like a gang thing. But who knows, right? It was 5 years ago.
But if you heard all that, there must have been witnesses, right? So you're saying someone actually saw him get shoved in a van?
Yep. Some chick working at his bar saw it all go down. At least that's what we heard from a guy who heard it from that chick.
Where is this bar anyway?
I mean, some random dive bar half a decade ago? Who the hell knows? 100 places have sprung up and gone under since.
But then, why would anyone be looking for Shinya Kawai now? Did someone ask RK to find him? Think that's right?
Hell if I know. It's a question for the top of the food chain. But hold on a sec. Can I ask you something?
Huh?
Just a minute ago, you mentioned a Shinya Kawai. How'd you know his full name when we never told you?
Oh, shit!
You're only talking to us because you wanted dirt on Kawai. So who the hell are you?
What do you think you're doing?
Let go of her!
Who sent you?
I wouldn't even give you my name. Now let go. Threats and violence aren't going to work on me.
Oh, what have we here? Got ourselves a bad bitch all of a sudden. Too bad she can't keep her hand from shaking.
That's just the excitement talking.
Big talk for a chick dressed to the nines to get info. Huh? Sorry, Chan?
Yeah. You even try to fuck with us, lady!
Sorry-chan!
Huh? What the?
Beat it, punk.
Higashi-san!
Asshole!
I swear, these jerks are popping up like roaches. No thanks needed. Just be careful on your own, especially when you're beautiful.
Thank you so much, Higashi-san.
I just said you don't... Wait, how'd you know my name?
It's me, Shirosaki, from Genda Law Office. It's been a while.
Holy shit! No way!
I didn't realize. Shirosaki Sensei. I didn't recognize you. You look incredible.
You're the one who is incredible. This is all my fault. I was the one who put Mari-san in danger. You really saved us.
Young, strong, handsome. That's 3 out of 3 for me.
Those guys were RK. Town's practically overrun with them these days. If you'd like, I can escort you somewhere safe. I got nothing but time on my hands.
Oh, you don't say. Perfect. Who says we can't still salvage some fun out of tonight?
Oh, before we do that, let me call Yagami-san.
Yagami's still a jackass, I see. When Shirosaki-sensei calls, you pick up in 2 rings.
It is strange that he's not picking up. I'll try again. Wait, he was killed?
Uh-huh. Kinda gives me deja vu now that I think about it. Here you have Kawai and Mikoshiba, 2 known school bullies, and they both end up murder victims?
That could be for a number of reasons. It's not rare for people to disappear in Kamurocho. Usually the trouble is money or women. Maybe that was the case for Kawai.
Could be.
Okay. We'll investigate Kawai a bit more on our end. With RK asking around, word on the street will be loud enough to hear.
Alright, thanks.
Yagami-san.
Amasawa. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Hey, what was that?
Well...
Hey.
Yes.
Oh. Hmm? Hmm.
Well,
What was that?
Hmm. Huh? Does that mean...
Yeah.
I see. Hmm. Excuse me. What? Are you serious? Uh... Huh?
yes.
Hmm?
Well,
I see.
hmm. That being said,
What? Gotcha.
yes. Yagami-san,
Yeah.
thank you very much. Yes.
So.
Yagami-san. Oh, we're off then? Yagami-san, would you say that you tail people often?
I mean, it's a big part of the job.
Do you have any tips for avoiding the target? Suspicion? I tend to get made fairly quickly when tailing.
What's an average high schooler tailing people for anyway?
I just can't help myself when I pick up a lead.
Kind of dangerous when you don't know your target, don't you think?
But in the end, isn't it worth it if I can prevent an incident?
No. Not if it's something that puts your own life at risk.
I somehow hadn't considered that. That way? Keep going! Please don't leave me!
Really, guys?
I'm coming with you!
Anyway, I had no idea you had such a famous grandfather.
Are you surprised?
No. If anything, it's obvious that you're his granddaughter.
Well, now I'm feeling the pressure.
As a descendant of Kitan Amasawa, you should become the kind of detective that make him proud.
For that to be possible, I need to take on as many cases as possible to hone my instincts.
But what if you blundered into a case and ended up making a fool of yourself? Would that make Grandpa proud?
The more I hold back, though, the more curious I get. Once I've caught a whiff of a mystery, the Amasawa blood in me starts pumping.
It's quite a burden you wound up inheriting.
Why is this always...
And stay down.
Oh, we're off then? It's a pleasure.
Domo. Yagami. Yeah. Yeah. Amasawa.
Huh.
No way. What? Nah.
That being said, Excuse me. Well... Yes.
Hey. Amasawa.
Yes. No.
Seriously?
Well...
What was that? Hey. Amasawa.
Yes. Hmm.
Unbelievable.
Excuse me. Please and thank you. Yes. Thank you very much. Excuse me.
Excuse me.
어?
It's a pleasure.
이야. 에?
Hmm.
Yagami-san.
Yeah. Hmm?
Yagami-san.
Are you serious?
It can't be.
Hmm.
Hmm? Yes.
Yeah. Hey, suspicious. Hmm?
If I were to guess,
Yeah. Ah,
which means
yeah.
Excuse me. What?
Yeah. Yeah. Nah.
Please and thank you.
Gotcha.
Yes.
What? Nah. Nope.
Let's do this, Yagami-san.
Let's go. Nice. Yep. Nice.
No way. Yeah.
My turn then. Yep. Nice. Yep.
Nice. Okay. Nice.
Can't win them all.
There we go. Amasawa.
If I were to guess,
I see. Speaking of burdens, have you been studying for your exams?
that is something. I try not to think about it too much. Obsessing over rote memorization would affect my reasoning skills.
Well, I reason that you shouldn't let your club activities get in the way of your studies.
I admit that's also something I try not to think about.
That doesn't sound like the Amasawa I know. Gotta face the facts sometimes.
Oh, stop it!
Oh, brother.
I'm coming with you! Yagami-san! You're going too fast! Please don't leave me! Keep going! Wait for me, please!
starving. Pretty tasty. Thanks.
ありがとうございます。
Okay, so I realize now that the audio didn't record for the first hour on my end. Yeah, sorry about that. When I have my headphones plugged in, the audio doesn't record apparently. So yeah. Basically, we're researching a cursed statue, and now we're sussing out the people that are causing the curses to happen. That is where we're at. And we're doing bonding time with Amasawa. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Nice. Made it safely. Let's get right into it so we don't look suspicious.
Yes.
Right? Acting natural. Alright, Slugger. Show me what you got. You're not gonna bat, Amasawa? Yeah, let's just say I'm more literally inclined than athletically inclined. Pretty sure even a bookworm can swing a bat. Still, a bit too hard-boiled for detective work for my taste. Okay, just keep an eye out while I swing a few. Can't have anyone sneaking up on us.
Yes.
Right, leave it to me. Do I do the one I know I can be, or I'll do the one I don't know I can be.
Here we go.
How do I swing?
All right.
Okay.
Yep.
I could have sworn I hit X, but okay.
Yeah. Nice. Yep. Nice.
Sneaky motherfucker.
Ah. Yeah.
Oh, are you having an off day?
Nah.
I guess so. Kinda weird. Usually I get a few more hits in than that. Well, it happens to us all, I suppose. Great. The buckroom has to make me feel better here. Ooh, sure worked up a sweat in there. Have some water.
Ah.
Oh, thank you.
Hey.
So, any luck on your end? Spot anyone? Yeah, about that. I've seen a few somewhat suspicious people, but no one who seems to be paying us any attention. I see. Why don't we take a short break for now?
Hey.
Mosawa, can I ask you something? What is it? Is your grandfather the reason you started the Mystery Research Club?
Yes.
In fact, he's the reason I grew up so obsessed with mysteries in general. He's been a very big influence in my life. So, do you see yourself becoming a mystery author in the future? I certainly hope so. No more than that. I believe it's something I must do. Really.
Yes.
Truth be told, my dream is to complete his unfinished masterpiece.
Oh.
Oh, do you have an unfinished manuscript of his?
Well...
I do. When he passed away, he was in the midst of completing the final entry of his most popular series. He got roughly halfway through the draft, but he didn't write anything about the most crucial part, the reveal of the culprit and the method.
That being said...
He didn't leave any notes behind that even hint towards what they could be, so no one knows he meant to finish the book. Sounds like you got some real work on your hands. Indeed. Although, I recently realized something that could be the potential answer to the mystery.
Oh.
Damn, you really are good. I'll have to send you a copy someday of for that one. Let me know if you figure it out before you get to the end.
Hmm?
Excuse me. Huh?
Hey.
What's going on? Yagami-san, please keep eye contact and pretend we're just chatting.
Huh?
Why?
Well,
There's a man across the street who keeps looking at us.
Hmm?
There is? Now that I think of it, he was there at the arcade too.
What?
He followed us here?
yes.
Seems so. He was acting suspicious there at first. Wasn't acting suspicious there at first. But later, when I took off with the statue and hid from sight, he was looking around in a panic. Like he lost sight of something. So you think he's been after us this whole time? Yes, I presume so.
Excuse me.
Yagami-san, how about we take a bit of a calculated risk? What is it you wish to want to calculate?
Yes.
If I stay here and distract him, will you be willing to slip out and look back around him? Loop back around him? That way you can catch him before he has a chance to escape.
I see.
Okay, I see. Yeah, that's a solid plan. I'll get over to him real quick. Gotta find that back door first. He'll definitely see me coming from here. How can I sneak up on him without getting caught? Alright, this outfit should do it. I'll move slowly enough to not call his attention.
Hey.
Huh? Who are you? Wait, you're with that girl. And you're the fire bug at the pawn shop, right?
Yagami-san!
Amasawa, keep away. The cat. The lucky cat. Oh, do you want this? You want it because it's evidence, right? Because of what's still on it. Ah, you saw it? You saw it.
Hmm?
Saw what? Pray tell. Is there something on this cat that should put you away for good, perhaps? What? Excellent bluff, Amasawa. You led him right where where you wanted him. What?
Hey.
And now we have the final confirmation. So, what is it on this cat that got you in so much trouble, huh? You tried to burn down a pawn shop over this thing. What's on the cat that you need gone so badly? Who knows?
Hey!
Answer us. What do you know about Kitten Amasawa's death? Hey, I said stay back.
Huh?
Hand it over. What? How dare you?
Amasawa.
Jeez, Amasawa, I thought you said you weren't suited for hard-boiled work. I suppose I was a bit rambunctious when I was little. Still have what it takes to raise a bit of hell when needed. You fuckers. I'm just gonna kill you both and take the thing. Okay, Amasawa, it's my job from here on. Stay back. Seriously. A ninja.
Hey. Nah.
Great. He's out cold. Let's tie him up, just in case. That ought to do it. It got all gross.
Yagami-san,
Considering how this man reacted to the cat,
if I were to guess...
I believe there's at least one secret to it that we don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, one that neither your family or the police knew about at the time either.
Yes.
And if that's the case, it's not going to be easy to discover. But I can't say that there's absolutely nothing to it. After all, it was one of my grandfather's most cherished, rare possessions.
Yagami-san.
Why don't we give it another thorough look over? Yeah, good idea.
Hey, suspicious.
There's a slight gap around the neckline.
What?
Really? A gap? I thought it was all one big molded piece. Look, right there. It's more apparent now that it has some mud in it. Must have been from when it got dropped earlier. How odd. Why, what could be in there? What could it be there?
Hey. Suspicious. What the?
This eyeball jiggles a little. Actually, I can push it in a bit too. Oh, you're right. Interesting that the eyes are actually separate parts. But why make something so elaborate? I'm not so sure. A jiggly eye and a gap around the neck. I wonder if they have any function.
Which means...
You know, if the eyes and neck are... Could it be? An eye for the truth will eventually find the way. Hold on to that keen eye and take a good look around you.
What was that?
What?
Sorry.
Sorry, I just remembered my grandfather saying this once. While holding the cat, he said it with pride, but it always stuck out as somewhat odd to me.
If I were to guess...
Maybe he was giving me a hint all the way back then. A hint to how the cat works?
Yes.
Sometimes he'd give me clues to see if I could pick up on a mystery. That's sort of a game.
I see.
I see, but what do you think he meant by it? Perhaps we were supposed to hold on to the eye and make the head go around. Look around? Yeah, we should hold the loose eye in place and spin the head.
In other words...
Oh, I see. You hold on to the keen eye and make the head take a good look around.
Yes.
Right. Leave it to the wordsmith, huh? Let's say we give it a try. Oh, it turned. The arm. Yagami-san, look. Whoa, it just...
It can't be.
It meowed. So it's a trick statue. I bet this is where your grandfather was hinting at. Yes, of course, but no one in my family had any idea it could do that. It appears, yes, it has a secret compartment. Looks empty, though. A smudge. No, a fingerprint and a dark stain, all dried up. Is it? Yeah, no mistaking it this time. That's blood. Oh, I'm so screwed.
No way.
Then let me take a guess. That fingerprint of yours. And this blood, it belongs to Kitten Amasawa, doesn't it?
Hey!
Answer me. What do you know about this? Kitten Amasawa, my grandfather, did you have something to do with his death? Your Oh, I see. You're that man's granddaughter, huh? To think his granddaughter would be the one who caught me 7 whole years later. Please, answer me. Guess there's no point getting away with this now. And I'm just so tired. Fine, I'll tell you. Alright, let's hear the truth about what happened to Kitten Amasawa. Finally, Amasawa and the rest of her family can get some closure.
If I have this right.
So, you wanted to get the statue back so you could clean out the compartment? Yeah, that's right. I didn't know for sure there was a fingerprint on it, though.
Hmm?
Really? You mean you did all this just to be cautious? Yep. I was wearing gloves that night, so I wasn't thinking about fingerprints, but once I got away from the scene, I saw I had a tear in my glove, and my finger was covered in blood.
In other words...
So you worried that you left some kind of trace at the scene. Later, I read that the police ruled his death an accident, so I knew they didn't find any prints. But that secret compartment, that could have been a game changer. There was a solid chance I left a trace of being in there. All it take was for one person to figure out that the statue's secret, and it'd be screwed. I'd be screwed. That's why I tried so hard to get the cat, but it fell off the map pretty quickly. For 7 whole years, that damn cat's been the one thing on my mind. And all of a sudden, about a month ago, I see the fucking things on TV. The cat I see in my nightmares all the time. Oh, right, we did hear about it getting appraised on TV at some point. Let me tell you, I was shitting myself watching that Fancy Pants appraiser looking it over with his little magnifying glass thing. If he popped that compartment open on TV, oof. So, you saw the current owner of the statue on the appraisal show, and that's when you tried to get it back from him. Right. It happened 7 years ago. Like you know, I was up past my eyeballs in debt. I needed a lot of money, and I needed it by sunrise. That's when I spotted the biggest mansion in the whole neighborhood. I heard some kooky famous author lived there.
It can't be.
So, you snuck into the house that night? Yep. The place was huge and all the lights were off. I figured I wasn't getting caught.
That being said...
But Rampo was in the yard, our dog. I'm sure he would have barked at you. He was too busy chowing down on the rice ball I tossed him. Oh, Rampo. Sometimes you're too sweet.
Hey.
What'd you do next? I went looking for a study as fast as I could. I assumed all the real goods would be either stashed away or display in there. On display in there. It was late enough that I figured everyone would be asleep. But when I found the study and peeked inside, I saw the old man. I just barely lit up with a candle. He fiddled around with the cat's head, opened the thing up, and took something out.
What?
What was it? I couldn't believe it. Inside the cat, the old man had a bar of gold.
Huh?
A bar of gold. The way he was grinning at it, I knew it was real. Had to be worth millions. I jumped at him without even thinking. We tussled for a bit, so I grabbed the cat and I whacked him in the head with it. You... how could you? And then you took the gold and ran off? Yeah. though I was gonna be thought I was gonna be made for life, damn it. And in the end, the goddamn loan sharks just swiped it from me and pretended it never happened. But how do you get out? The study was locked when the police arrived. Oh, that? I panicked after accidentally offing the guy. This went from a simple robbery to a potential homicide fast. I made myself focused, and I came up with an idea. I'd use the cat's arm gimmick to make the whole thing look like an accident.
Huh?
What do you mean? You'll see. Should happen anytime now.
Huh?
What? It closed. Real smart, that old man. It's built so it closes back up automatically. The arms frame back up with surprising force. Yep, that's what I use. Oh, I see. You rigged it up to the window, didn't you? Yep. It sounds like the apple didn't fall far from the tree.
Amasawa.
Mind explaining, Amasawa?
If I were to guess...
What I imagined happened was, he stacked up some books by the window and put the statue on top, with its arm lowered, mind you. I also assumed he arranged the books rather unstably so it would collapse. By placing the cat in the right spot, the paw would shoot upwards and engage the window lock, effectively sealing the room. He must have slipped out the window after quickly arranging the scene, then waited, hoping to see the gimmick play out as he had planned before he could be caught. When the time arrived, the paw shot up, whacking the window lock closed, with enough force to knock over both the cat and the stack of books. This was the window right in front of the spot where my grandfather had laid. The scene must have ended up looking like my grandfather had fallen and hit his head on the statue.
I see.
Ah, I get it now.
Which means...
That gold bar must have been my grandfather's secret savings. It explains why he never told any of us about how the cat worked. And it explains why he tried to scare me away from the room if I ever heard it meow. Can't blame your family for never finding out. I doubt anyone would have checked for secret treasure before getting rid of what they thought was a regular creepy statue. The curse of the Lucky Cat statue, all due to a secret my grandfather took to the grave. Finally, I know the truth. Just like a mystery writer would hope, I would have been really screwed if you were just as smart as a kid. Hold on, does that mean you're the one causing all the trouble for the Shimada family? Probably, yeah. First I tried sneaking into their place to get it back, but the guy just woke up on me. When I told him to give me back the cat, he thought I was a ghost and straight up passed out. Well, he did say he started suffering a mysterious illness after that night. A high fever, to be specific. A fever? Oh, that's no mystery. I had a cold that night. Must have given it to him. Well, I suppose that explains that part. But you're not just responsible for getting the guy sick. You tried to burn their house down too, didn't you? Well,
If I were to guess...
Since the intimidation failed, you thought you could just resort to torching the evidence. Civilians be damned. Are you the one who tried to run over Shimada-san too? And the one who caused the accident outside the cafe the other day? You are a really good kid. I figured if the owner died, his family would get just as creeped out as the last one and get rid of the thing, you know?
Nah.
What a scumbag. Then, what about Shimada-kun's grades dropping? Huh? What about what? Guess he doesn't have anything to do with that one. Fear makes mountains of molehills. Because they were so convinced misfortune would befall them, even the most harmless things were perceived as part of the curse. I still can't believe the statue had a secret compartment the whole time, let alone a gold bar at one point. At least I can finally chalk a non-supernatural cause up to the meowing I heard all that night.
Yeah.
Good point. If you think about it, the curse attached to the statue was just another layer of security for my grandfather. Not only does it have a secret compartment with a gimmick to opening it, but it even has an ominous story surrounding it, designing to drive people away. Perhaps this amused my grandfather enough to make this one of his cherished. Make this one of his cherished possessions. I could see that.
Amasawa.
At any rate, Amasawa, I'm glad you were able to get to the bottom of what really happened with your grandfather.
Yes.
I agree. Truly, I can't tell you the weight that's been lifted off my shoulders. And it's all thanks to you, Yagami-san. Oh, I don't know. You were really sharp on this case too, Amasawa.
Huh?
What? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're the one who figured out the trick to opening the cat. Not only that, you solved the locker room murder right after learning who did it. That's true, but still. You know what, Amasawa? I sort of feel like your grandfather was hoping you'd seal those statues' mystery all along. Think about it. Why else would he ask you a riddle about the statue while you're holding it if he wanted to keep it secret to everyone?
What?
Huh? Even with what was in it? If I solved the mystery, I'd find out what's inside. Well, maybe it was meant to be a gift for future you, or like a prize awarded for full-grown detective Kyoko Amasawa. I see. So, when I don't fall victim to lies and push past the fear, I can find a glimpse of the truth. That definitely sounds like my grandfather. The gold might be gone, but you still grew to become a fine detective, solved a genuine mystery, just like your grandfather predicted. I'm sure he's proud of you, wherever he is. I sure hope so. Well, Grandpa, are you? Nice. Is it only at 14% still?
Yagami-san.
Oh, Igami-san. And you are? It's me, Nato. Thanks for going easy on me the other night. Oh, Nato. Hey. I just realized I didn't know what you look like under that getup. Yeah, I guess this is the first time you see me in a regular uniform.
Either way.
So I assume you're in the clear with your teacher? Did your test go well? Yes, it was a close call, but somehow I brought my grade up to a passing one.
Yeah.
Glad to hear it. guess studying did you some good. Actually, it was thanks to all my research for the body model that I aced my bio exam. That was what ended up balancing out all my other terrible grades in the end. Looks like that turned out to be a good idea after all, huh? Except, my teacher's still really mad at me. So now I have to clean the science room every day after school until I graduate. You're lucky that's all you got. Since you helped me out, Yagami-san, just let me know if you ever want to try out the Gussie-san outfit. Just come by the science room. I even have plenty of fake ornaments left for you to toss.
Nope.
No thanks. Really? That's a shame. Well, I should get going. See you later, Yagami-san.
No way.
Man, that guy never stays down for long, does he? I wonder how he does it. If I ever need to dress as a body model for a case, though, I guess I know where to go. Nah, I'm more comfortable in my own skin. Could have sworn there was another side piece here, but guess it's gone.
Pretty tasty, thanks.
ありがとうございます。
Sun's starting to set. The facility meeting should be over now. Time to go back to the faculty room. No side cases.
いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうございます。いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうございました。
Look who it is. Stay safe.
Yosuke Satome. You got me, Sin. It's me, Yosuke Satome. Been a long time, huh? Anyway, some perverts are on the loose and, well, do you think we could talk? I'll swing by your office with Tsukino. Yusuke and Tsukino-chan, it's been a long time. It's been a while since I've had a proper job request from them. I wonder what they meant by talk about perverts. The Twisted Trio were all arrested after all. I should brush up on the whole Twisted Trio story before the clients arrive. It's been a long time. I should revisit their story. Twisted Trio, the legendary Curse of Kamurocho. For whatever reason, they took a liking to Tsukino Satomi-chan and wouldn't leave her alone. Yosuke Satome-kun, Tsukino-chan's brother, asked me to bring down the Twisted Trio. The first one saw them... The first of them was a creeper who collected panties for a specific design. They called him Professor Panty. To lure him out, I had to ask Tsukino-chan what style her panties were. Even though it was for a job, boy, it's never gonna make me not cringe asking a young woman about her underwear. The second was Ask Hatcham, a truly appalling freak who grabbed women's butts, commented on their muscle tone, and told them which spots they should play. According to Ask Hatcham, Sunuko-chan has a long-distance runner's blood. The third guy is Judge Creep and Peep, who would peep at couples in the middle of the act and judge them innocent or guilty. If you ruled that they were guilty, you would upload pictures and videos of them all over the internet. I confronted all three perverts and managed to take them all down. However, once the Twisted Trio was out of the way, the real king of degenerate weirdos, Giant Impact with GI for short, immediately filled that power vacuum. He's an exhibitionist revered by all other perverts just because he's got a massive Johnson. There was a whole lot of fuss, but we managed to nab GI too, so that Tsukino-chan was able to live in peace and quiet again. In the aftermath, Tsukino and I still had a close friendship that she told me about herself. She's from a wealthy family in Baraki, and she even had a fiance at one point. Theo wanted her to come back home, but she had a dream to become a designer in this city. She decided to follow her dreams and actually managed to get a job at the company she wanted to work at. Okay, that was great information refresher. On top of everything else, the trials for both the Twisted trio and Giant Impact were really long and complicated. They never admitted to their crimes, just walked into the courtroom every day with their work views and behavior as unchanged. The trials were plagued by all sorts of deviant rule breaking, which rumor has it was applauded by perverts all across Japan. They liked how the defendants kept up their nasty ass attitudes, even in the place of justice. Okay, Yosuke-kun and Tokino-chan are on their way to the office. I should wait around.
Yagami-san.
Alright. I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Hi there, Yagami-san. Hi,
Yeah.
Yosuke-kun and Tsukino-chan. Good to see you. What's wrong with Tsukino-chan? Something's up with her. Yagami-san, we came to talk to you about Tsukino. She's, What's wrong? She doesn't seem to be doing too hot. Yeah, she's in a hell of a lot of shock right now. She's in shock. What happened? So nobody's told you yet, huh? The Twisted Trio somehow escaped from prison.
Huh?
What? They got out? All three of them?
Huh.
Yeah. Not only that, but their creepy boss, Giant Impact, escaped with them. Now they're all roaming the streets together, calling themselves the Filthy Four. I'm gonna throw up. Wait, do you mean this happened in Kamurocho? Yeah, I think so. And Tsukino's been like this ever since she heard the news. She's acting like she's lost all her memories from her previous experience with the Twisted Trio.
What was that?
Really? Tsukino-chan, is this true?
Sorry about that.
I'm sorry. My brother said you rescued me at some point in the past. Is that real? It looks like she's forgotten about you too, Yagami-san.
Seriously?
Can't believe that. According to her doctor, the Filthy Four's escape from prison is probably what triggered the episode of amnesia. Her mind might be suppressing everything to do with that time period to prevent her from reliving the trauma. I guess the memories of you got swept up in that, unfortunately, you know, since she met you because of those idiots. Terrible. Have any of her other memories been affected? No, she remembers who she is, her general past and all that. It's just that in regard to this one piece of her life, she's completely lost. And it doesn't affect her ability to live normally, but she is in a bit of a funk over it. She took some time off work today to take it easy.
Sorry about that.
I'm very sorry. Could you forgive me? I know it must hurt being forgotten. We've got to do something about this. The four perverts have escaped and they're up to their old creepy ways again as we speak. So now Tsukino can't even take a walk by herself in Kamurocho. Tell me more about the escapees, Yosuke-kun. I better ask about the Filthy Four. Do you know anything about Professor Panty? Yeah, he steals panties with drones. The machines allow him to steal from a wide swath of ladies. Actually, that's not new. He used drones before. Nevertheless, it'll be hard to catch him by giving chase after he strikes randomly. We should lure him out to a spot of our own choosing. That sounds like a good idea, but that means we need to know which panty styles the professor prefers. Last time, Professor Panty kept stealing Tsukino-chan's panties. Okay. Do I ask Tsukino-chan's style? No, I probably shouldn't. Tsukino-chan's in shock right now. You're not going to ask?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really shouldn't. That's not nice to do to Tsukino-chan. So polite like always, Yagami-san. Good thing you fell for a classy guy, eh, Tsukino?
Huh?
Huh? What are you talking about? Oh, I guess you've forgotten all about that. Now that makes me sad. Keep in mind, Yagami-san, it's been a while. Who knows if the professor's preferences are the same as before. It probably wouldn't help us much to use Tsukino's underwear as a reference because she's not a recent victim.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good point. That means you'll have to interview the recent victims to find out what Professor Panty likes.
Huh?
What? You mean I have to go around and ask women about their underwear?
Hi.
Yep.
Nah.
This is getting worse and worse. It's necessary for the investigation. Go and ask them already. You sure seem happy about this. I mean, shit. How do I even find these victims? Professor Panty's trending on Chatter. Maybe you could look on there for a lead.
I see.
Chatter. Well, maybe this buzz researcher can help us. Hey, what about Peeping Tom, Judge Creep and Peep? He's much more powerful than he was before. He seems to know how to use camouflage now. Camouflage? Before, he would plant himself on the walls of love hotels and scurry around like a cockroach, right? Yeah, I do remember that. I think I shot him down with a drone. Well, now Judge Creeps and Peep wears nut clothing to match the color of the wall. On brown walls he wears brown, and he wears black on black walls. It's crazy how much he blends into the wall doing that.
What was that?
Really? Well, that's gonna be a pain.
Huh.
Yep. In fact, he used that technique to escape prison. Then it might be really hard to find him using our eyes to scout the city. Hopefully there's another way. There is. The victims are talking about him on social media. You could gather some info on there. Plus the buzz researcher might come in handy. You got any info on Ask Ketchum? There have been some victims of Ask Ketchum here and there in Kamurocho. Actually, there have been more of them lately. He seems to have learned how to disguise himself.
Does that mean...
A disguise, like a detective?
Huh.
Yeah. Their entire prison escape was only possible because of Ask Ketchum's new disguise skills. So I'd need to see through said disguise. Ask Ketchum is being talked about on Chatter too, so you might be able to figure out his location that way.
By the way...
Okay, well, you wouldn't happen to be willing to act as bait again, would you, Yosuke-kun? Huh? I mean, when we caught up with Ask Ketchum last time, he mistook you for Tsukino-chan, right? I blocked out that trauma. My ass. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to dredge up a bad memory. Now the Pervert King, Giant Impact, also known as GI. As of now, he hasn't done anything to draw attention to himself. There haven't even been any eyewitness reports. And it's been a few days since the escape. That's weird. Seems like an exhibitionist like GI would have committed some crimes by now.
Huh.
I agree. And before he made his escape, GI said something odd. I will create a whole kingdom of perverts. A kingdom of perverts. What does that even mean? I don't know, but he can't be planning anything good. To make things worse, the Twisted Trio were apparently impressed by GI's weird idea, and now they're allied with him. Sounds like I need to learn as much as possible about GI. I'm going to head out and look for anything that could help. Well, I'm going to walk Tsukino back to the hotel.
Yeah.
Okay. Appreciate you taking care of her. It's Yagami-san, right? I'm so sorry. It seems like my brother has asked you to do something pretty reckless. She definitely doesn't remember me.
It's okay.
Oh, it's fine. It won't take me long. And I want to make sure the Tsukino-chan I know comes back. Oh, right.
Yagami-san.
Okay then, Yagami-san. I'll leave it in your hands.
Look who it is. Stay safe.
One, two, three, four, five. Missing five. Okay. I'm gonna call it here. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.